Now that you're here, we can let down our hair, let the stress of the day go away, look for some answers. I wanna help, I wanna be good influence to help you through your weary day with some laughter. But I'll give bad advice, it won't be good, it will probably cause damage to you and your friends. There will be some games where I will possibly be shocked. Don't care if you're hopeful, I don't care if you came here for good. You'll leave disappointed, I'll leave you disappointed. For bad advice with Brian, this is the beginning of the show, this is how it goes. Welcome, bad advice. Hey gang, welcome out here, welcome to the backyard. Wearing a black shirt, wearing a blue shirt, I'm sitting here, the light is on, saying I've air, because I didn't frame the image perfectly, but that's okay. Can always slide over here a little bit, in front of the cooler. This is bad advice, guys, with Brian. The private show, just for you, the Patreons. Dare I say, the lieutenants, when the shit hits the fan. Yeah. The ones who will probably, hang on while I mute a few screens here, there we go. The ones who, when things get odd, and I go into, my compound somewhere in the wilds of the Sierra Nevada mountains, I'll need lieutenants to find my way. I'll need people to forage for food. I'll need, breeding stock. People that can work a plow. Medical advice. People that are good with weapons. And as far as I'm concerned, it'll be you. So you thought this Patreon thing was just a way to support an artist that you thought was good, a way of saying, you know what, I support the arts. Here's a guy that I like. Here's a person I like. There's a painter that I like. No. Oh, it goes much deeper than that. How deep, you ask? Well, we'll find out tonight how deep things go. How shallow things might be. And which part of the pool all the 4-year-olds have already peed in. All those answers will come tonight. Lieutenant Fecal Oscillator reporting for duty. Well done, Digital Simeon. Exactly, Mark. Start watching the show when you're somewhere in public. I'll make sure to do a lot of F-bombs next time. You're all yelling at each other. Welcome to the show, everybody. Welcome to the show. We opened with a little bit of creep because that's kind of the mood I was in. A little bit of a creep mood. I think my 5-hour energy just kicked in, and that's not good. That can't be good with what I'm about to do to my body. Hey, this is Facebook. Listen to me. This is a Patreon live stream show. If you're watching it in the Patreon window, if you're a new Patreon to mine, you probably saw me at the Renaissance Fair under my guise as Brune. This is the real me. Or is it? No, this is really me. Or is it? See, you can keep doing that over and over again. Or can you? Wait. No, I just agreed with myself. I just Daffy Bugs Bunnied myself there, which is not a euphemism. I mean, it is for something. Somebody out there, maybe one of you weirdos, has the word Bugs Bunnying as a verb for when you're either making sweet love or doing some weird ass drug or some very dangerous activity. Let's go Bugs Bunnying, man. And your friends go, I know what they mean. We're going to go Bugs Bunny. Or you're digging a tunnel between here and Albuquerque as you're going sucking the carrots into the ground. Remember how easily those carrots went in the ground? Bugs Bunny would just go underneath the carrots and thoop, thoop. That's how you knew where he was. Easy. Elmer Fudd, just shove your shotgun into the hole of one of the carrots. Boom. Don't let him talk. Don't let him talk, Elmer. You always let him talk and he outsmarts you. You let him engage you. Don't do that. Blammo, dead. Bugs Bunny. First cartoon. I'm not anti-Bugs Bunny. I'm just saying, humans can be dumb sometimes. Your keyboard is being stupid. Well, I'm sorry. Can't help you out there, Demita Raisin Vad Shock Collar Gifter. If you are new to Patreon, I know there are some new Patrons. I see the number rise on a gentle slope, and I appreciate that. The regulars know what's going on. But the news people, if you're watching this video right now, you just got the notification, the email that said, hey, Brian's doing something. Check it out. Wow. This is it. But you got to click this. If you're watching and it is playing in your browser, which it should be, because the show's a live stream, so it should already be playing when you came over to this post. If you contextually click, right click, command click, control click, do something click it with something, click it with a cricket, get a cricket and click it with a cricket, you little biscuit. Thought that would rhyme. It didn't rhyme. Also sounds a little bit like my friend Kristen, so I better not say that. Get over here to YouTube. Yeah, you can watch the show on Patreon, but this show is a lot about what happens in the chat. A lot about what happens in the chat. In fact, so much about what happens in the chat that if you're not part of the chat, you have no input. Now, you can still sit back, relax, and enjoy the show of music, of comedy, of jokes, of stories, of me going off on really long tangents, on games that do offer prizes. Oh, yes. One of you is going to walk out of here tonight with a prize. Well, not necessarily. 2 weeks ago, none of you did. Last week, one of you did. No, yeah, we do What's It with Brian. One of you always gets that. Somebody's definitely going to get a prize. And a second person might as well. What I'm trying to say is you got to come over here to YouTube. So contextually click, right click, whatever it takes. Click the little YouTube logo at the bottom of the video. That usually takes you right to the same video you're watching. What you're watching over on Patreon is what's called an embedded video. But you click it, it'll open it up in YouTube. And then you got to log into your YouTube. So have your YouTube handle ready. What's my YouTube handle, Brian? Guess what? It's the same as your Google handle because Google owns everything, including NASA and the moon. Hey, Veronica Taylor, good to see you. Lewis, what up? I am hearing that weird static noise again. Uh-oh. Check the cables. Let me check the cables. Let me check things at my end. I already did an audio check. It could be YouTube, but I will check. I got to put these on. Otherwise, we'll have a horrible feedback loop. Okay, let me go over here to the video. Where is it? There it is. Get rid of that. I don't know what that is. That sounds rhythmic, man. Doesn't it? There's something really kind of nice. It's like kind of nice about it. All right, I'll get up and I'll move the cord around. But I kind of like it. I'll be right back. Whew. And I'm back. Let's see if it's still there. Yeah, I got it. Thanks for the heads up. I appreciate that. As I always say when we do this, guys, let me know when something's wrong. I'm not shallow. Well, I am shallow, but I'm able to be corrected. Yeah, I was on a power cord again, but that one had a weird rhythm. Didn't it? Come on, that had a kind of a weird rhythm. I was expecting it to be all, but it wasn't. It was kind of like, I don't know why I do that. That's 2 weeks in a row I've done that. It's just because I got a little table. Have I told you guys I got a little table? Let me tell you, I got a little table. Normally I have this big, long kind of not Rubbermaid, but one of those little plastic tables you get at the hardware store. You unfold them. We have a few of them here at the house. They're all out at the Ren Fair now doing jobs out there, all of them. So I'm on this little tiny card table that I don't even, I can't show it to you because I can't aim the camera at it, but trust me, all my cables and everything are all crammed on this table. I got power cables, I got audio, I got video cables, and obviously it's the power cable underneath the audio cable which caused the problem. Yeah, I fixed it. No reverb, exactly. We don't mess with reverb. It did. It was rhythmic, wasn't it? We'll get rid of it. Anyway, we're getting a little in the weeds here already. We're barely into the show. We're already in the weeds. Hey, guys, this is Bad Advice with Brian. Thanks again for joining me for the Monday Night Tradition, which is a good excuse to start the show, have the show on Monday. So for the rest of the week, if you carry on and get into some weird shenanigans, you can go, well, I can blame Brian. If it weren't for Brian, yeah, blame me. I'll correct the audio. Blame me for whatever. And this show is all about you guys asking questions of advice that you want to get from me, and I will answer to the best of my knowledge. By best of my knowledge, what I really mean is poorly, very, very poorly. But since it's a comedy show and I certainly don't want you to take me seriously, I always read a disclaimer at the top of every ding-dang show. And I put a post up earlier today to request those disclaimers. And I put a picture of Jackie, what's his name from Seinfeld? The guy the lawyer that represents Kramer a few times. Jackie something. I can't remember. He was a good actor. That guy was funny as hell. Anyway, two people, you can put up a disclaimer up there. Everybody votes on which one they like the best, and the one with the most votes by the amount of hearts they get. That's all that really Patreon gives us so far, so that's what we got to deal with. That's the one we read. And tonight we have a very weird thing that just happened, I noticed. Very weird thing. There are two entries, each only with one vote. Maybe I should do this a couple days earlier. Maybe a couple days earlier. I do it the day of. I don't know. I just kind of want it to be, have a urgency to it. I just thought I'll do it the day of. People will get excited about it. Yeah, your glow sticks. Yeah, it was kind of rhythmic. All right, I'm going to shut up about that. Can't stop thinking about the fact that static was actually rather pleasant to listen to. So I guess I got to read both these. In keeping with the tradition of democracy here at the Patreon, of which I am the artist, so technically it's not really a democracy. Well, is it? I guess. You guys are very tribal. But right now, damn it, I have the conch. So we have two entries. I'll read them both. Here we go. Entry number one comes from the lovely and talented Mr. Robert Moncrief. Hope I'm saying that right. It is Robert. He goes by Bobby. Welcome to Bad Advice with Brian. Objection, hearsay. Ooh, right away we get into a little legalese here. I like that. Am I playing more than one character, Bobby? I will. Welcome to Bad Advice with Brian. Objection, hearsay. Okay, welcome to Digressions with Brian. Here you ask for advice, and I give the worst possible answer. Objection, hearsay. Me start to answer, digress a couple of times, and eventually get back to the question. I don't know why I'm a southern, lawyer suddenly. After I answer all the questions, objection, hearsay. After I answer one or two, we play shotgun trivia. So before I say something else wrong, crack a beer and don't do this at home. A lot of typos in there. He actually said, don't do this at Jome. I don't know where Jome is. I think Jome is a suburb of Nome, Alaska. Nome is where the regular people live, and then Jome, that's you want to get a good job. You want to move to Jome. Jome is like the upscale, you know, gay bedroom community. I wouldn't want to live in Jome. I like cities. I live in the city of LA. I don't live in a bedroom community. But, you know, whatever floats your boat. Jome's going to have the better schools. Jomes will have the better schools. There'll be, you know, more strip malls, more access to Starbucks. Slippers. Oh, a lot of slippers. So move to Jome. Yeah. You've earned it. You got a better job. You can afford the houses out there, although I think the houses currently are more expensive out there than they are. Wait, where are they more expensive? I think houses are more expensive in the city now. Nobody wants to live in the suburbs. Move back to Nome, damn it. Marnie Milky writes, and this is her entry because she got a vote too. Be careful what you wish for, or in this case, what others ask for. Like a new nickname for your friend. It's going to be bad. It's going to not be advisable to use. So just don't, unless for some reason you have a sick, sadomasochistic love for the people that love to troll you. But that's on you, so enjoy. Or not. We really don't care. As long as you drink. All right, that's Marnie's answer. Poor Marnie. But she has embraced her nickname, damn it. Good on you, Marnie. Good sport. Please, there you go. We need no other disclaimer other than Marnie Milky, who last week, unfortunately, was given an unfortunate nickname that she's embracing. So, you know, and she's got a sense of humor about it. So hats off, and I'm not wearing one, to Marnie. Oh, there goes my voice. It is Monday. I did a lot of shows this weekend. Did a lot of screaming at the Southern California Renaissance Fair. Pops a beer from my Jomies. Jomies. NCIS Jome. What killed him? The fact that it's really cold in Jome. It's a little bit further north than Nome. Is it? I don't know. Okay, guys, let's start the show off with a shot like we oft do. And I got to type in the poll as I have to because, you know, and I'm going to shut up. I'm going to shut up. I know you guys are playing your little game, but I'm going to shut up. There we go. Let's hope I don't have any misspellings. No misspellings. I'm copy and pasting. I don't see any of those little squiggly lines underneath what you type. It lets you know that you typed something wrong. It looks like I typed it all right. Guys, we're going to have a little bit of a shot tonight. At least I am. You can if you'd like. Our booze tonight was going to be rum, and I switched it up at the last second to be gin. Why did I do that? Well, there's a reason why. I just thought gin would be a better weird combination. I'm using St. George gin. I'm not sure if you guys are booze hounds or not, whether or not you give a damn about the gin, but it's St. George, the patron saint of simple Anglo names. Artesian distillery since 1982. I have a rule. You can't say since unless your company is at least 40 years old. Hang on, let me do the math on that. Yeah, so sorry, St. George. You know what? 50 years old. You got to be a company that's been around for 50 years before you can say since. I know a bunch of hipster bars these days will say, you know, fine cocktail since 2017. Oh, you shut your face hole with that. 2017. And what am I going to mix it with, guys? Option number one. This should not surprise anybody out there. What the hell is going on here? Everything in my fridge today was covered with jam, and I just got it on me again. Gonna make me a jam sandwich. That's where you take two pieces of bread, jam them together. Number one is Clamato. You say Clamato. Shamil, Clamato, Haas and Pfeffer Incorporated. We did that joke last week. We're going to do the same joke this week because it really makes me think of Laverne and Shirley. So the first mixer will be Clamato, gin and Clamato. The next mixer will be, well, potentially be ice cream. There's ice cream in here. I was going to bring out the entire thing, but then it would melt as I'm sitting here near the fire. So I just put a scoop in there, a nice dollop. It's vanilla. Nothing fancy. It's, what do you call it? Dreyer's vanilla. I'll have a little taste of it just to show you guys I'm not making it up. Vanilla ice cream. I mean, ice cream, so far, these are two things that everything in here I don't mind eating. There's nothing in today's mixer where separate, they're fine. It's when you introduce gin, which is the problem. Number 3, mayonnaise. Who doesn't like mayonnaise? Who doesn't like mayonnaise? Belgians put it on French fries. I agree with that. Maybe some of you don't. If you don't agree with that, you're just wrong. You're wrong. Sorry. Welcome to You're Wrong and Here's Why. Or You're Wrong and I Don't Care. Mayo on everything. Well, not everything. On ice cream for sure. Mayo is mixer number thrice, and so says the mixer. Number 4 is Vito Chicago garlic sauce. We've used this before, and I thought I'd reintroduce it because we have a lot of it. Somebody in Chicago sends my wife 3 bottles of this every few months, and it's always in the refrigerator, and it takes up too much damn room, and I'm like, damn it, keep refrigerated. So I figured I'm going to open that up and start that sucker being eaten, even though I like it. I don't mind it. They put it on too much stuff, the wife and kid. We'll have like something delivered or a fun recipe. I'll make some cool chicken out here on the grill, and they'll go, this will be good on this. And the 2 girls eyes me and they go, garlic sauce. And one of them runs and gets one of these. And I sit there as the guy that slaved over a hot grill with deliciously flavored chicken. And I add that to it. Anyway, all the things in tonight's little mix. They're sweet. They're one sweet thing, 3 things that are not really sweet. They're all things that I wouldn't mind putting in my mouth. Not a huge fan of gin, so the liquor tonight is one that I'm not a big fan of. That's why I switched. I was going to bring rum out, but I kind of like the flavor of rum all by itself. And I figured, you know what? That's not what you guys signed up for. You did not come see a show where I have a cocktail with something that I enjoy. That's why I drank the mezcal or whatever the hell it was last week. And this week, gin. Gin's okay. I don't. So that's guys. That's sentence, word, me, face. Those are the things that I can mix that you guys get to decide. I'm going to ask the community. The poll should be in the chat. If you don't see it, scroll up or down, however the hell YouTube works. I'm going to have a shot of gin. And I'm going to mix with that either Clamato or Clamato, depending on where you're from. Ice cream. It's vanilla. I should have put vanilla ice cream, but you just saw it. It's vanilla ice cream. Mayo and garlic sauce. Okay, let's see what's going on here. And by the way, Marnie, I am eating your nuts tonight. So, thank you. First try of Marnie's nuts. Yeah. A Kevin sighting. They're all still yelling each other's names here. Garlic sauce, says Rebecca. Mayo, says VBT. I'm thinking mayo too, says Demita. Digital Simeon. Mayo will not mix with alcohol. Clumpy. Clumpy it is. Yeah, lack of chunky options. That's not true, Demita, because the garlic sauce has little chunks of garlic in it. Remember, we found that out when we mixed it with booze. But yeah, nothing super chunky here. How's the votes going? A lot of you have already voted. Mayonnaise is kicking ass, 83%. Garlic sauce, 17%. I think we have a winner. I'm going to wait a little bit longer in case somebody that's here, they just showed up, they just got on the live stream, they're like, wait a minute. Those polls better have been erected good. Oh, like for pole dancing? Clump, clump, clump. If I got on a pole, if I took a lesson from Sarah, I would rip that sucker right out of there. You guys know I'm 8.5 feet tall. I'm going to start saying a more reasonable number. There's a guy at my show this weekend, who was 7 feet. If you know, when you see me, I can spot tall people from far away. Well, I guess anybody can. These nuts are good. Holy shit. You didn't see the voting poll? It's there, Mark. Look at the top of your chat, buddy. Oh, yeah. Now, normally I don't do this, so this could be making it worse, I just realized. Because now the flavor, whatever we're going to gin, whatever the second thing is, and this. I've just added a third flavor. Uh-oh. That was probably a bad idea. But I wanted to eat them on camera. Marnie, they're very good. Oh, man. Don't apologize, Bobby. Okay, it looks like things are firming up. And not just because we're talking about polls. But because they are. Not much has really changed right from the onset. I'm going to close it down. It looks like it's gin, and there's your result, guys. Mayo. Ugh. Well, there it is. Have fun drinking your whale semen. Yeah. Thank you. Thank you, Mark. Like I need that image in my head. Okay, so there's the mayo. There's the gin. I should probably get a beer ready. I get a beer ready. Hang on. Put the garlic sauce down there. In case this is horrific. I don't think it's going to be that bad. I think it's going to be all right. Okay. I'm still drinking less alcoholic beer at the beginning of all my shows. I'm committed to that, damn it. Better yourself, even in tiny little ways. Okay, I don't know what I'm going to put in first. I'll put the gin in first, I guess. And I've been using these smaller ones. I got a bigger one again. I got to learn my lesson that this is not a shot glass, guys. This is like an Italian coffee glass or an Italian wine glass or whatever they call these. Or a scotch glass or whatever they call them. It's not a shot. You know, it's not. And I didn't know that. The first time we ever played this game, I think I topped this sucker off like an idiot. That's not a shot. Now, I have said, and I repeat myself right now because it's going to become important right now. I like mayo, I like ketchup, I like mustard. Varying degrees. But of those three, the only one that I like the smell of when it's not on the food that I'm eating, and maybe this is just me being weird, I don't mind the smell of mustard. I don't like the smell of ketchup when it's on my fingers. Like if I eat French fries, I get a little ketchup on my finger and I smell that sweetie, tomatoey ketchup smell. No me gusta. Same with mayo. So I just opened it and I'm keeping the jar away from me. Even though I like mayo, but I can smell it right now. I just gestured with it. I just did it again because I'm a freaking moron. Okay, the rule is always a teaspoon. We're calling this a teaspoon, of course, because it's essentially a teaspoon. Oh. All right, you're going to see it in a second. Okay, who is it in the chat that said it clumps? Identify yourself. Who? Which among you said that the mayo would clump? The answer is sort of. It sort of clumped. It also did dissolve enough to make the gin white. Napkin. It's a towel that I left out here all week from last week. Oh my God, I probably spit. Oh, I did. Look, there's like, this has been rained on and everything. It's got some dried clamato on it from last week. Remember, I liked the clamato though, but I wasn't sure if I was going to like it with gin. All right, let me clean up my area here. Don't make a mess, Brian. Okay, voice in my head. I'm putting the spoon way over there because I don't want to smell that spoon. All right, here we go. The smell is going to get them. No, it's not, Stephanie. Burned in. Did you just join us? This is Bad Advice with Brian. Welcome to Patreon live streams. I do this show once a week every Monday night until I start to travel again. Then we're going to have to put it on hiatus again. Sorry. That's just the way it goes. And we always start the show off with a disclaimer. Then I have a shot in honor of you guys because I'm not going to give you bad advice for you to take until I've taken a little bad advice from you. You see how it works, guys? See? I'm a man of the people. This is a glass of gin and mayo, and you can kind of see, yeah, it clumped up a little bit. Not a lot. A little bit. I don't mind the flavor of mayo, I'm not crazy about gin, but I'll drink it. These are two flavors which I don't mind in my mouth separate. Let's see what happens when they go together. I'm not going to delay it tonight. I know I've been stalling a lot lately. You guys think it's going to be bad. You're scaring me. Is this going to be a puke in the lavender plant? I think you mean the jade bush, but I got you. Wait, what did Clay say? It was so. It's not a solution, brother. That's a settling emulsion, and the longer you let it set, the more alcohol will be pulled. What? What does that mean? I don't know. I'm scared. Why would Clay do that to me? God damn it! Ooh, something fell in it. A bug got in it, and he did not have a happy face. Here we go, guys. 1, 2, 3. Oh. Okay. Look at it. We were fine until I started talking. Talking. Okay. I'm always honest with you guys on this show. Well, unless I'm lying for lie detector. Look at my eyes. They're all red, aren't they? I have eye drops somewhere. I can put eye drops in. So I'm going to be honest with you right now. It wasn't that bad. Now, I don't know if my method was good. I cleared my entire mouth. That was an entire ounce of gin. Yeah. A little bit of mayo residue. And now I'm burping now, and the mayo's coming back. But it's not so bad. Would I order it in a bar? Hell no. Should you have it? No. But that wasn't so bad. Yes, Jenna, drunk. I'm a drunk. It would be considered feeding the jasmine. Okay, so the verdict, guys, on gin and mayo. Of course, it's a terrible drink. Don't drink it. It's absolutely horrific. I'm not happy that I did that, but it wasn't. It was nowhere near a tequila and relish or a mezcal. What was the thing we did with mezcal? I forgot, but that was bad. Yeah, I'm getting the beer. I'm having it, but not super necessary. You know, it was okay. It was okay. You know, if the ones I just mentioned are the worst, let's say that's like a 10 on a scale of how bad it is. This was maybe a 4. Okay. Still something you don't want to put down your throat. I'm having a beer, man. Is that what it is? God damn it. So am I going to fart really bad tonight? Oh. Well, thanks for hanging out with me, guys. That was the end of the shots. Let's get to some questions. If you have a question about life, the universe, and everything, I will call Douglas Adams. I'll dig him up. No. Ask whatever question you want to get some advice. I'll give you the best bad advice I can. I do have a few questions you've already asked on a post from previously today. That gin works fast. And I do have some Malort in the house. Yeah, I think Marnie was asking me last week, don't forget there's other stuff in the box. And I didn't mention it, but there was Malort in the box. Wait, yes. No, I got something from somebody recently that had little Malorts in it. And that was you, I believe, Marnie. If she denies it, then somebody else did it. But I definitely have some Malort in the house. And we could have done a Malort shot. Yeah, I got it, Bobby. Anybody got a question? Something you'd like some wisdom on? I know a guy that can give you some wisdom. Maybe not the best wisdom, but wisdom nonetheless. That was me. That and the raisins. Yes, the raisins. I can't eat the raisins without thinking. Oh, hang on. One of my screens is giving me audio signal. Stop it. Can confirm Marnie sent you the Malort. Okay. I don't see any questions. So if you have any questions at all, guys, if not, I can. Do I have any stories? Well, I saw that. Oh, I got sidetracked about the tall guy. The tall guy. And I always say, how tall are you? And if they're taller than me, it's like I have some little jokes I do. And if they're shorter than me, I have little jokes and stuff. This guy was 7 foot. I'm realistically 6'7", 6'6.5". I just say 6'7". It's easier. It ends the conversation. You'd be surprised how much short people overassume the height of tall people. And I, as a tall person, try to never overestimate the shortness of a short person. Like if somebody who's like 5'4", I'm not going to say, what are you, 4'10"? And if I said that, they'd be insulted, right? But for some reason, for tall people, we have less rights in the world. It's totally normal to walk up to a tall person and go, are you 7 foot? It's like, no, nowhere near that. Thank you, baby. Thank you. Okay. Ray just handed me a snack I might have later in the show. Anyway, it's cool to see a tall guy, man. He came with me afterwards. We chatted very briefly because I don't really hang out and chat. And it was just nice to look up to somebody, both figuratively and literally. He was a nice guy. Oh, a question came through. Veronica Taylor says, oh, I got to make this larger. Hang on. How do I do that? Oh, that's how I do it. Forgot how to do that. Oh, that's right. That's right. I do this every week. Every week I do this and forget that YouTube chat does not like it when you do this to the screen. YouTube chat does not like the pinchy and the growy of the screen. Veronica Bravo Taylor says, how do I deal with reporting to a new substitute boss who knows nothing about HR? I work in HR. Okay, first of all, it's a long commute from the United States to Honduras. So I don't know why, first of all, you would keep that job. You know, couldn't you get a job closer to Chicago or the area? Not Honduras, Croatia. My apologies. Why would you take a job in Croatia? You're damn right I just Googled that to get the joke to work. You're damn right. Pinchy and growy. That's my finishing move. I don't know what you do with somebody that's over you that doesn't understand the job as well. First of all, how the hell did they get up there? VBT? Come on. You get that job. Come on. We're all going to root VBT on. She's going to get a better job. She's going to be her boss's boss. Let me read that again. How do I deal with reporting to a new substitute boss who knows nothing about, well, he or she, they, let's use a pronoun that doesn't determine sexuality, knows nothing about Croatia. First of all, is knowing something about Croatia important for your job? I know you work in Croatia, but I mean, you can work in this country and have a job and yet not know anything at all about the United States history. You know, if you work at an ice cream shop, the first question on the entrance exam for the ice cream scooper is not going to be who was the 17th president of the United States. You're all furiously Googling it now, aren't you? It's Johnson. The first Johnson. Right? No, I don't know. Yeah, Johnson. Vice President Johnson was the vice president when Lincoln was, and he was 16. Hey, there you go. That's a good little trivia. What name has been more than one president? That's a bad sentence structure, but you know what I mean. Clinton, Obama, Biden, Kennedy, last names of presidents, Nixon. And it's Johnson, right? We've had more than one Johnson. The president of the university, oh, you work at a university. Well, look, he's got to learn about Croatia. Is there, more than one Adams. Good job, Simeon. That's right. And father and son, that. Oh, more than one. Oh, Bush, Roosevelt. I love this. We're getting smarter. So Bush, Johnson, Adams, and Roosevelt are the president, right? Yeah, that's it. Right? Yeah. Is there anybody on the horizon? Is there any politician in either party who has the last name of a president? Well, obviously, if Hillary Clinton had won, there you go. 2 Bushes, father, son, 2 Adamses, father, son, 2 Roosevelt's cousins. And I say Roosevelt because I listened to a documentary once where that's how they said it. Oh, it's not Roosevelt, it's Roosevelt. 2 O's. 2 O's, Roosevelt. So the way you deal with him, VBT, is you just leave a brochure on his desk every day, a tourism brochure, for Croatia. Hang on, I got to do something here. Oh, there it is. Okay, cool. Did I screw it up again? Okay, no, I did. Okay, there we go. In fact, let me go over here and do this. There we go. Copy. So, VBT, you just send him this link. I just put it in the chat. Have your boss learn about HR. Jesus H. Roosevelt Christ. For some reason, my fire is producing lots of ash. Demita Fuller has our first message retracted tonight. That's on this chat. Always somebody in this chat types something in and goes, I regret that. Retract. What about non-consecutive terms? I'm not going to go down on a presidential thing, but that would be what's his face? Just the one guy, right? I can't remember his name now. I used to know a lot about the presidents because my dad liked the presidents and so did my brother. Just studying them. Was it Grover Cleveland? What about second breakfast? Exactly. Okay, we're not going to talk about, at least you guys can talk about presidents. I'm moving on. I'm moving on to the other question that I saw. I'm going back to that question. You put a brochure for Croatia on his desk, BBT. That's your final answer. Digital Simeon says, query, all caps, : the International Malort Association wants to know what flavor of Spam best pairs with Malort. Shit Spam. The Hawaiians don't like that one. Oh, the Hawaiians took to Spam after World War II. At least that's the story as I hear it. You guys hear the story the same way? I think that's true. Spam was invented back in the day to have a canned meat for the soldiers, right? Of course, Hawaii was like the main shipping port for the entire Pacific Theater during World War II. So that's where the munitions went, airplanes, ships, mechanical parts, medicine, food. And sure enough, warehouses full of Spam. And when the war ended, all these cans of Spam were there. I'm telling this story as if it's true because I think it is. And I saw this on a Food Network thing. And if you can't trust Food Network, ladies and gentlemen, I don't want to live in this culture anymore. And they got into eating Spam, and that's why they make Spam sushi, which I've had, and it's delicious. It's not really sushi. It's just Spam wrapped in, it's got to be raw fish, or at least fish. Because we all like the eel, right? The unagi, one of the most popular sushis, but it's also a cooked sushi, as is the cooked shrimp. The girls aren't into sushi, raw sushi. Raw, the kid likes California rolls, which there's nothing raw in a California roll. Well, except for maybe the chopped up cucumber, but that's about it. The little fake crab thing is cooked. So, yeah, nothing pairs with Malort. Sadness. Who am I talking to again? Digital Simeon. Sadness pairs with Malort. If you're sad and you want to take your own goddamn life, Malort. In fact, that could I don't know, cure is the right word. That could certainly help prevent a lot of suicides, which is a terrible subject that should not be made fun of in any way. But we're going to do it anyway. You're thinking of taking your life. You've got your noose, because you got to do it. You got noose, you got your pills, your gun, your knife, your exhaust tube, however you want to go. Somebody should show up. That's it. Suicide prevention line should go directly to a guy in your community with a fast car and a bunch of those little tiny bottles you guys keep sending me. And he goes, he has one of those little the little thing that rams the door down that the cops use. He gets into your house, you're crying, you got your noose. No one loves me. I want the attention. And he doesn't even take you out of the noose. He leaves you in the noose. He says, you know what? Or she, or they. It could be a woman. I just say guy. A guy. And you know me. We've talked about this. I use guys meaning male, female. To me, is that wrong? I hope not. Ooh. Something smells good. Is it these things? Brother, this is what Maria gave me. Something called Sky Flakes. It's a garlic cracker. So it's a savory cracker, which is, I guess most crackers are. I thought that was unique for a second. Then I realized, wait a minute, crackers, like Ritz crackers, chicken and a biscuit. You guys remember chicken and a biscuit? Oh, my father introduced me to chicken and I am digressing a lot tonight. A lot tonight. Have you noticed that I've done a different style of the show? I made an actual conscious effort. And I wasn't going to talk about it. I said, and also, don't go on about your conscious effort, Brian. Your Patreons are tired of hearing you always dive deep onto your little changes that you do. Just do your change, make your show a little better. And I said to myself, be cool tonight. Be more relaxed tonight. Let the maniacalness of your personality come out slowly over a 2-hour grade. And I'm having a good time with it. But it does mean that I'm going more relaxed enough that not one digression is getting past me. Anyway, chicken and a biscuit. It's a cracker. It's really good. It's by Nabisco. It's in a blue box. I highly recommend them. My father got into them when we were kids. And so he would take my brother and I, Jeff, like out to a thing. And to save money, we'd bring we'd go to the beach, we'd bring snack foods with us, and we'd bring Easy Cheese. Remember we talked about that, the stuff that's in the can, that's not Cheese Whiz. Stop saying that it is, get it right. Cheese Whiz is actually a thing you scoop out with a knife or a spoon. The thing in the can, there's many brands of it, but the most popular one is Easy Cheese. And we put it on and it's so good. Easy Cheese on a chicken in the biscuit. Chicken in a biscuit? Oh, we're going back to Google. Chicken in a biscuit. Chicken in a biscuit. Yeah, there it is. Images. Yeah, that's it. Chicken. Oh, but they spell it funny. Biskit. All right, Biskit. Because if we've learned anything from Madison Avenue, it's that if you dumb down the language, you'll get more sales. Why did Gerber Little Snack Chicken Sticks show up on this search? I just fed my kid real chicken. She had to kill it herself. We bought a live chicken and we threw it in a pen with her with tea and she strangled it. Oh, I'm so proud of that kid. By the way, the kid, hope she won't mind me saying this. She actually got her food handler license this week, and she actually worked in our smoothie shop, actually making smoothies. She also worked out front, taking the orders, which is, we want somebody who's outgoing and vivacious out there, and she kicked ass. So, my kid, 15 years old, taking money, serving smoothies, having a good time. Chicken and a biscuit, yeah, check it out. Really good crackers. Holy crap. So, Easy Cheese. We will get back to this subject. I'm leaving breadcrumbs. I'm leaving breadcrumbs of chicken in the biscuit. Here's what Dad would put in the cooler. metal cooler, by the way. Those wonderful old antique coolers. Remember those from the 50s, 60s, and 70s? My dad had a green one. Oh, I wonder what happened to that. Because here's this Igloo cooler that I'm keeping beers and stuff in. Check this out. The second week we used it at the Ren Fair, this is the cooler that's behind our game at the Ren Fair to keep ice and water for the kids that work our game. The little handle part broke off. That's right, Igloo. I'm calling you out. And your playmate. Used it 2 damn days and your little handle part broke off. What up? What up? My dad had a metal cooler, never broke. I don't know what happened to it. He also had this weird collapsible vinyl cooler that was designed to look like a Pepsi can. I think it was free. He got it like at a radio giveaway. And he would use that one, even though the walls were that thick. It kept things. It was a cooler in theory only. Okay, so anyway, in the cooler, my dad would put crackers, easy cheese, which I think is non-perishable, but still. I think pimento? Does that make sense, guys? Not olives, just pimento. My dad liked pimento. You take little cuts of it. I don't even know what a pimento is. Okay, we're going back. We're going to Google. What's pimento? Wait, I could ask you guys. What is a pimento? Pimento in English. Well, what is it, though? Am I spelling P-E-M? Pimento. Don't just define it. What is it? Okay, I'm going back to the chat now. What's pimento, guys? It's a vegetable, right? It's like a little pepper. It's a heart-shaped pepper. Thank you, Demita. And they would cut them up, of course, put them in the shove them in the pimento. I did spell it wrong. Okay, chopped up sweet red pepper. Thank you, Digital Simeon. It's a pepper. Okay, it's a cherry pepper. He would buy the little pimentos that were already in the fluid, I think. I have a weird memory of this. Or maybe I'm remembering just he would buy olives. Maybe that's it. So, chicken and a biscuit, easy cheese, olive or pimento. Very good snack. He is a pimento as a memento. Bugs Bunny reference. Cool, Demita Fuller. I missed some of the chat. I've been SMAT, squad, special Malorton tactics. Exactly, Digital Simeon. I call everybody dude. So does Stephanie. Good. It's not just me. Okay, so where was my other question that I was on before I got distracted? What flavor of Spam? Okay, so that kids is why Spam is very popular in Hawaii. Thought we'd never get back, didn't you? You thought I would not leave a good trail of breadcrumbs for us, but I got us through the scary forest. Nothing pairs good with Malort. Oh, I never finished my story. Okay, so you got the noose. You have the noose. Well, not you. You're not going to do this. And if you think you are, don't. Give me a call. I will talk you down. Or somebody more qualified than me, actually. Don't call me. I'm thinking of ending it all. I should call that Patreon guy that I support, that I pledge to, because I enjoy his comedy. He's the guy that'll talk me down. No, talk to a pro. Anyway, the Malort Squad, what did you call it? Hang on, somebody actually gave it a name. Whatever. The Malort Squad shows up, kicks down your door with a little thing, goes in there, and they look you right in the face. They say, thinking of taking your life because nothing is worse than how you think your life is. You think that your life is so bad that it should end, that nothing in life is worse than your life. Drink this. Person drinks it. And they say what everybody should say when they drink Malort, that's fucking horrible. And then the person goes, yeah, it's worse than what you thought your life was. Your life is not the worst thing in the world right now. I just improved it 1 peg. And the person goes, huh. And they throw the noose out of the way. And then because it's a noose and it's right above them, it swings back into frame and just keeps going back and forth. Huh, thank you. Your name was? Yeah, we don't go by names, mister. I guess the camera angle just switched so the thing would swing the other direction. I just realized, until I realized that directions don't matter, because we're looking the camera angle through something that's swinging through the fucking idiot. Bobby Moncrief says, I'm going camping with some guy in New York this weekend. Other than the bottle of whiskey that I'm supposed to bring, what else should I bring? New York, you say? Depends on if he's, I mean, is this a date? I don't know how you swing, Bobby. My dad would bring the chicken and the biscuit when we would go camping too. He would here's what he would do. He would pack a cooler, chicken and a biscuit, olives, easy cheese, hot dogs. This is for camping. Ground beef, potatoes, carrots, and stuff, because we'd make something called hobo stew. Oh, what a memory. We should do hobo stew here at the house one night, because I have a fire, as you can see. I got a fire going. Sorry if I'm making the microphone act weird. It's going to be chilly this evening, so by the time the show ends, it'll be in the low 60s. I know. Still, don't start with me. I almost dropped an F-bomb. I'm not going to drop as many anymore. That's my other pledge. I start with less alcohol beer. That was a Mexican beer that had an alcohol level of 4.5. Budweiser, basically. Tastes way better, though. And I want to thank the people that are sending me brews and stuff. I had 2 people this weekend at the Renaissance Fair give me beers to drink during shows. I forgot who gave me this one, but you may be watching right now. This is one of them, and I'm going to get to it Wednesday. I was going to have it tonight, then I realized, well, it should be on the show where we talk about beer. This one, we don't really talk about beer. Because I think his friend designed the label. And I'll talk about that again on Wednesday. Oh, you know what I have in here? I don't want to waste. I don't want to waste the ice cream, but then I just realized I don't have a spoon that isn't slathered in mayonnaise. Oh my God. There's very little in this world that's better than, or there's nothing better than good vanilla ice cream. Yeah, I said it. It's true. It's true. It's the best flavor of ice cream. You know why? It's simple. Your mind can go off on an imaginative journey with it. It can't with Rocky Road because you're being punched. Spoonful of Rocky Road. It's like marshmallow, chocolate chunk, nut. Vanilla just says, dude, tastes like a vanilla bean. Enjoy it. And your brain goes, yes. Chocolate too. I'm a purist. If you're over there on Patreon, you just joined us. The video should be streaming live over there. I haven't checked on it in a while, but I'm pretty sure it is. Go ahead and click on the YouTube logo at the bottom of the screen, or contextually click the screen. That'll take you to the YouTube link for the actual where the video is being produced, which is on YouTube, because Patreon has yet to have actual video functionality yet. That's right. They take a cut of everything I make on Patreon. Get some video functionality, damn it. All the videos that I put up here, all of them, start at YouTube. And they're just links to the videos. All of them. Tao of Lucy, Coffee with Brian, Does It Juggle, Bad Advice. Patreon is merely like a little leech at the end of the creativity going, but put it over here. This, by the way, is a hazy, which I actually kind of like. As you know, I don't really like hazy IPAs. This isn't the show where we talk about beer, but I don't mind this one. It's pretty good, actually. Rick dropped it off. Fob Rick. You all know Rick. Thank you, Rick. Anyway, where the hell were we? So if you're going camping. Oh, the hobo stew. Okay, so, God, so many digressions. Jesus Christ. And I remember I talked to you guys on the coffee show on Friday about slowing down and having more room in my show and being more groovy and relaxed with it. And it's leading to more improv. I am coming up with new jokes left and right. If you've been seeing me out there at Southern California at the original Renaissance Pleasure Fair, you're probably nodding your head going, yep. I've watched your show enough to know that new stuff's happening almost every damn day. It's great. It's a lot of fun. So if you see me coming up in the next few months at various Ren fairs I'll be at, there's going to be less variety content, but more of the chattiness. And hopefully you'll like it. I think you do, because you're all the patrons. Obviously you like it when I'm talking, because 90% of the content I put up here on Patreon is me talking. Okay, so hobo stew. Here's hobo stew. Foil. My dad would take the foil. Ground beef, just salt and pepper. If I did it today, and I kind of want to now, in honor of my dad, it was kind of bland looking back at the way he made it, but I think I'd sexy it up. I'd add Old Bay or something to it. I'd make it Maryland version, whatever. Ground beef, salt and pepper, chop up potatoes, carrots, and then onion, and then go nuts. But for us, it was usually just onion, carrot, potato. But we'd leave the onions out because my brother did not like onions as a kid. There's a great story, and my brother is not a patron of mine, so I can tell the story. He wouldn't mind. If he were standing right here, he'd go, yeah, that's true. He didn't like onions as a kid, and I didn't like tomatoes. Now, I've grown up, and I have since come to really like tomatoes, as I've talked to you guys about. I put it in my egg sandwich. Have I told you guys about my egg sandwich? Promise me. Well, don't promise me. I might start doing a recipe thing. I'll put recipes up on the Patreon. So I'm going to hold off. I'll make that, because you guys want to know what I'm eating and how I'm cooking my chicken and how I'm making my egg sandwich. And I'll be honest with it. It won't be a joke. It'll be the real recipe. Okay. Anyway, so the story of my brother was, my dad made something at the house, the apartment where we were living in Arlington, Virginia. My brother's eating it going, oh, this is delicious. And my father said, it's got onions in it. My brother apparently then went, oh. He dropped the fork. Oh, I hate it. But he was a kid. You can't get on my brother's case. He was probably 12 years old at the time. What did he know? So we always teased him about that. Oh, I love it. It's great. It's great. It's got onions in it. Oh, I hate it. That's what somebody does when they don't like an ingredient. Okay, so hobo stew. Ground beef. Chop up potatoes. Carrots. Do throw onions in it. And then go nuts. Salt and pepper. Soy sauce. I don't know, go nuts. But my dad, that's all he did, really. Just that. Wrap that foil up in a little pouch about that big. And everybody made their own. That was the thing. So my brother would leave the onions out. Oh, now it makes sense. My father, in his genius, made it a little project. So my brother and I are at the campground, and it's okay, tonight, boys, hobo stew. Here's the ground beef. Here's the potato. Here's the carrot. Here's the onion. And probably 2 or 3 other ingredients that I can't remember right now, but that was the staples. Because that's a meal. Ground beef, potato, and carrot, little onion. That's enough. Something green should be in there. Have a salad. You have a salad. You put it in the fire. You start a fire. You put it right in the fire. Now, we didn't have a probe thermometer. My father would just pull one out, with tongs, and I open it. And you always had to check the potato. Anybody that knows about cooking knows the ingredients I just described do not all cook at the same speed. The ground beef probably done first, but because you made your foil thing really nicely tight, all the juices stayed in there, so it didn't dry out. Potato took a while, so you had to if you cut the potato small enough and the carrot small enough, it'll soften, because you want it where you put the fork, in the potato and it kind of falls apart. That's what you want. Then you took it out, put it on your little paper plate, open it up, steam. Of course, don't be looking at it when you do that, because steam's going to come out and scald your face. Then you're going to be like one of the Nazis at the end of Raiders. The Ark of the Covenant. It holds the secret of Christ and the God, and also delicious hobo stew. And that was hobo stew. God, if I made it today, what would I add? I'd probably throw, you know what I'd throw in there? A packet of Lipton onion soup mix that makes the dip. It's also very good on chicken. It's a great spice to use as well for other things. Sorry if I'm adjusting myself. Hang on. I'm wearing jeans that are very tight. I'm not going to show you because I'm a little embarrassed. And I'm sitting on the cushion that Lauren Campbell sent me. Hello, Lauren. That has been in my backyard for months now, and it got rained on, and I've been waiting for it to dry off enough to sit on it. And it hasn't rained. No, it did. It rained the other day, that little drizzle. It rained at the Ren Fair, which means it probably rained out here too. And so little by little, as I sit here with you, my ass is getting wet. Okay, so back to the question. Bobby, you're going camping in upstate New York. He never said upstate New York. If you're going camping in Manhattan, Bobby, a tarp to put over the subway grate. You bring aluminum foil, ground beef, a potato, and some carrots. Bear repellent, Bobby, and mayonnaise. Just get some mayonnaise, man. My sister's father-in-law. That's too many hyphens. I didn't realize you are a whole foot taller than me. I am, Stephanie. No pinchy to YouTube. I try not to pinchy. I have not been on the chat for the past 10 minutes, guys. I don't know what's going on. If you're talking to me, I'm sorry. It's upstate. Of course you are. Exactly. In Manhattan, different kind of bear. Oh, good job, Digital Simeon. He gets the fun hat. Digital Simeon gets the fun hat. Hey, speaking of the fun hat, speaking of prizes, guys, we're now at the halfway point of the show. We're a little beyond it, but you know what that means. It's time for... Let me get the graphic ready. It's time for... Shot collar lie detector. Shot collar lie detector. Shot collar lie detector. It's fun for me and you. Oh, I gotta get shocked so I can know your body. Then I can... How's it going? Well, I guess it would be nice if you could shock my body. If I got something really wrong, you'd get a point. And I know it would be cool if I could fool you 2 times, or you could fool me 2 times and win a prize for you. Oh, if you win something from my shop, you'll get some free deodorant or lipstick. If I fool you, you don't win nothing. And where's it go? And I gotta have shot collar lie detector, guys. Somebody from the assembled audience, step forward as tribute. Step forward as tribute to take me on, and I am good at this game. I didn't really invent the game. The game is essentially just lying. So a lot of us are good at it. If you want to compete with me. Good night, Bobby. Make yourself known in the chat, and don't be shy. I think Robert Kyle. No, not Robert. Who? No, Robert won What's It with Brian last week. I don't have a good long-term memory or short-term memory. Whoever wants to take me on, guys, please mention your name in the chat. I'm going to make a little poll. If more than one person nominates themselves, you will take me on. We'll play the game of Shot Collar Lie Detector. If you're going to be the one I play against, all you have to really have prepared right now is basically 2 statements. They can both be true. They can both be lies. One can be a lie and one can be a truth. 2 is really all you need. I have 3 prepared. I have a bunch prepared, and I always edit down to just like 2 or 3 for each show. And that's all you got to do. And we're going to do a little back and forth. I'll explain the rules of the game once we get our competitor. But know this, if you do compete against me, I play to win. I don't want you to win. And I have a very good winning record. Maybe we should start tonight keeping track of my winning record. I'm sure I'm winning like 75% of these. Easily. And yes, I do become a more cocky version of myself now because I'm trying to build this up. Okay, so what's going on in the chat? Don't forget the Old Bay and Malort. I won't. Marnie, how would I forget Old Bay and Malort? Did I combine those 2? Oh, God, that sounds terrible. Oh, I played you, Demina. I kicked your ass. That's right, Demina. I kicked your ass. Damn it, I thought of a lie detector story the other day, and I thought I wrote it down, and now I can't find it and can't remember it. Well, I guess you're not the competitor, Veronica. Play anyway, says Stephanie. Does anybody else want to throw their hat in the ring? I am a little hairy and short. You're a little hairy and short. All right. Good night, Bobby. Have fun on your camping trip. Have fun storming the castle. Hobo stew is great. We made it. Oh, okay. Cub Scouts. You know what? That might be where my dad got it from, Robert, because my brother was a Cub Scout. I was not. By the time I got of the right age, I didn't have any of that shit. My brother got all the cool stuff. When my son was old enough, it was an opportunity to teach him that even if you didn't like an individual ingredient together, they tasted thumbs up. Cool, Robert. Thank you. I didn't even think about that. That it was probably a Cub Scout thing. Well, Boy Scouts, right? Aren't Cub Scouts just lower level Boy Scouts? Sarah Polish name says, I'll go again. Veronica Taylor just laughs. I'm putting Sarah Polish name's name in the hopper. Question mark. Sarah. Anybody else want to put their name in there to try to compete against me, or and then we can vote on who's going to compete? Going once, going twice. I don't know why I'm doing this, but I just put the poll up with only one name on it. Everybody vote for Sarah. And just like that, we're a dictatorship. I nominate Kelly. Oh, shit. All right, Kelly Rose. Wait, did I put that? Oh, I didn't put the poll up there. Didn't mean to fool her. Crickets, exactly. Kelly, do you accept the nomination? But now Sarah's getting ready to clap. Sarah, Sarah, Sarah. Not tonight, Marnie. Okay, let's just go with Sarah. My poll didn't go through. So everybody, please welcome to the studio stage the lovely and talented Sarah Polish name. That there should be music here. Damn it, I always forget to have music here. I even have it built into my computer to be able to play an audio file on the computer, have OBS listen to it. I don't know how computers work. And then you guys hear it. Maybe next week. Somebody remind me to have some corny, but that's not the kind of show I like to do. You know, a lot of these live streams, they put corny stuff like music stings and little graphics go. I just put these kind of graphics here just so you know where you are in the show. All right, whatever. She said, let's go, big man. All right, tone it down, you freak. Because you all know this is a, oh, what did I do wrong? I turned it on. Oh, there it is. Okay, it's on now. Had to make sure it was on. Ooh, what am I doing wrong? Oh, I know what I'm doing wrong. I do this every time. Wait, okay, it's on that channel? Channel 2. Okay. Oh. For some reason, the collar's on channel 2. This is a 2-channel remote. Okay, this is a remote control. This is a shock collar designed to train dogs. It also beeps and vibrates. I do not use it on Lucy, so don't even start. It was sent to me by the lovely and talented Marnie Shock Collar Giver Raisin Vag. I'm going to put this on my neck in a second, and when I hit the shock button, it's going to do a little shocky thing. This is what it sounds like when I have it on beep. Okay, when it's on vibrate, I'm sure you can hear this. I don't know if you heard that. And I don't put it next to the microphone on shock because I don't know if it's going to screw the mic up, but I just did. I don't think it did anything because there's the electrodes right there. They have to be in contact with something. And guess what? They are, as of right now, in contact, ladies and gentlemen. Shock collar lie detector. Here's what's going to happen. My lovely guest, Sarah's going to go. Well, I'm going to go first in giving a statement out. Sarah's going to choose a number between 1 and 3. I'm going to read the statement that I've already prepared over here in my notes to you guys. I will also make a little poll for you guys to vote on just for the fun of it. Sarah can ask me whatever questions she wants about that statement, as can you guys. But please remember, Sarah is the contestant. She gets to make the final appraisal of what I'm saying is either true, an absolute truth, or completely mother effingly, pole humpingly false. And the way the game is played is if I fool her, if it's a true statement but she says false, or if it's a false statement and she says true, I get a point. Simple as that. If she guesses correctly, she gets a point, and I get a little punishment in the form of this sucker set for 2. We leave it on 2 because this thing is very powerful, way more powerful than the old one I used to have. And I'm going to hit that button right there, which I almost did, and shock myself here on the neck. That's my punishment for Sarah getting a point. And then she's going to go. I'm going to pick a number between whatever and whatever. She's going to make her statement, and I'm going to ask her questions. Both every round, and we'll best of three wins. We will put a poll up for each statement we read. You guys feel free to vote all you want. But remember, the contestants, being both Sarah and me, we may agree with your assessment. We may not. We may decide, I think the audience is wrong on this. I think I got a better handle on this. Okay, without further ado. Right here, right now. This Sunday, the pole dancer versus the Cialis man. Digital Simeon, I'm not wearing my plaid shirt. I used that joke this week at my show. You know, here I often refer to myself as the Cialis guy because I'm often wearing a plaid shirt, and I look like the guy who's doing some kind of woodworking in the garage when the wife comes up and kind of has a look on her face, puts her hands on the guy's shoulder, and kind of does the whole, and then later on they're sitting in bathtubs drinking champagne. Maria and I have never done that. Maybe we should. Man, a lot of energy tonight. I'm a little scared. Sarah Polish name says 2. I haven't even asked you yet, Sarah. Jesus. I am not stalling. 2. Okay, I got it. I always like to get the poll ready. Hang on. What am I doing? How come I can't do a poll? Oh, because I already posted a poll? Guys, is there a poll showing up somewhere on the chat? I don't see one. Do you see one? Here, let me click the emoji thing just to kind of show. Here's an alien giving everybody the finger. I don't know why I did that. Let me go back to the keyboard because my poll button is not active. You know why? I put a poll up to try to choose Sarah just as like a joke because nobody else nominated. And I don't see that poll anywhere. Does anybody else see the poll anywhere on the chat? Because I sure as hell don't. Let me shrink my screen down. Oh, there it is. It's there. End poll. It was there. You know why? I had pinched and zoomed. Okay, so there's the result. Sarah wins. Okay, now I can put the statement in. I always put it in before I do this. I curse here a lot, so my apologies. What am I writing? Okay. Whoops. I don't know what that even means. Okay. There we go. The statement is as follows, ladies and gentlemen. Sarah chose number 2. My second statement is as follows. And Sarah, I think, see the show enough. I don't give her any pointers. You want to make a very basic statement. Don't give too many details. And also don't give too many details in your answers. That's just my advice from a guy that wins this game all the time. The statement is as follows. I caught a fish in a swimming pool. I caught a fish in a swimming pool. Okay, now that I know how YouTube handles the pinchy stuff, I can go back to making things large again. Giggity. That's the statement, guys. There's the poll. Did I put it up? Yeah, it's there. Yeah, it's there. I don't know why I said Soshana. Okay, now I'm going to go back down to the questions. I'm going to give Sarah's questions a little more weight if I ignore your questions just because I think Sarah gets first crack. I scared him, says Sarah. You did not. The donger need food. The donger need food. The donger need... What does that even fucking mean? Okay, first of all, don't yell at me, Sarah. How dare you? Why was... In all caps, says Sarah, why was there a fish in swimming pool to begin with? To be caught. How big was the pool? It was a standard above ground pool, says Sarah. Was the pool freshwater or salt? Freshwater. Yelling is my baseline, says Sarah. The dongers. Oh, really? I haven't seen 16 Candles, guys, since like it came out. I've literally seen that movie like once. Yeah, there's a poll. Thank you, Ann. I really have only seen 16 Candles once in my life. I know, as an elder Gen Xer or whatever the hell I am, that's probably bad. I did catch a fish. What kind of fish? I don't recall, and that's an honest answer, Stephanie. About that long, trout, right? Standard fish in a swimming pool. Yes, that is the statement, Ann. Was there more than one fish? Yes, Sarah. Did you use a fishing pole? Yes, Demita. Now the questions are getting good. Above ground pool? Yes, Veronica. Above ground pool, definitely. The hell is that? Last question I see, guys, is from VBT, above ground pool. Did the chat for? Ooh, was this a party? No. Just so you know, if you answer a yes/no question, I'm going to answer yes/no. How long was it in the pool that you know of? I have no way of knowing. How old was I? Probably the same age I was when my dad would make the crackers with the pimento and the cheese. So probably 8 or 7. Was the pool filled with fresh water? That has already been asked, Amita. Scroll back. I'll just say yes. Whose pool was it? The company that put on the event. Was the pool neglected or actively used by humans? No on both counts. Ooh, Sierra Mundi. That's a good question, and I think I just gave a very telling answer. Did the pool have chlorine in it? No, VBT, no. No chlorine. A live fish, yes. Anne is still just shocked that I had the skill to catch a fish. Although skill, let's be honest. Stephanie's already yelling out false. Okay. Was the pool at a fish hatchery? No. Digital Simeon says, was this at an RV camping show? Yes. Last question was from Clay. Was this at an RV camping show? And I said yes. Do you guys take notes during this part of the show? Because I don't. When Sarah says her statement, I just try to remember what got said. I probably write things down. Was it set up for a state fair or similar? It was at an RV camping show, Robert. An outdoor show. So I guess yes, in a way. So, Robert, your answer is yes. Digital Simeon, your answer is yes. Yes to both of you. I can answer more than yes, no. This is not What's It with Brian. Was there a prize for catching? By the way, Sarah, the way I want to do this from now on is whenever you have an answer, just give me a hands up and say, I'm ready. Don't give your answer. Just tell me, okay? So, Sarah, you just go, I'm ready with my answer, and then I'll end the poll, and then we'll go some back and forth. Was there a prize for catching the fish at the RV? You don't have to keep repeating that part. No. Well, the fish, Demita. I had a fish. Did you keep the fish? I did, Digital Simeon. I did. Sorry if you answered already, but did the pool have chlorine in it? It did not. Don't apologize. If I tell you it's already been asked, I'm not mad. You don't have to apologize, guys. Got it. I almost got it. Wait, Sarah, you can't. What the fuck? Got it. I almost did you fillet said fish? I did not. Said fish was not wasted. Said fish was eaten. And we thank Mother Earth for said fish. And it tasted okay. But, well, all right, I'm going to stop talking. Last question was from Ann. Another question from Ann. Was this a neighborhood fishing derby? No, I think I already said it was at like one of those RV outdoor type shows. where they promote, campers and stuff. I think I got what you said. I'm almost there, she says. All right, Sarah, you're almost there. Put an extra battery in that motherfucker and let's get to the let's get to Nirvana. I finally got it. It only took me like 20 minutes. What did you finally get, Ben? Oh, how to log into YouTube? Hi, Ben. Oh, you're Pokemon. You're Pikachu. I have my answer. It's a lie, she says. Okay, let's go up here to the poll. Let's end poll. The audience is agreeing with you, Sarah. The audience is agreeing with you. The statement, guys, if you came in late, right, was I caught a fish in a swimming pool. So Shauna, false. Won at 69%. 69%. Giggity. Hamada, true, 30%. So most of you say it's false. Sarah agrees with you. She says it's a lie. And ladies and gentlemen, we're going to go to the close-up camera for the first time in a while because I haven't had to do this for a while because Sarah, and I guess what? I still don't have to do it because fuck it. That's absolutely true. Yes. Come on, guys. Come on. If you're not good at this, I'm not going to keep playing it. This is getting sad. And you sent Sarah up as your tribute? Oh, Sarah. 1 point, Brian. Zed. Goose egg. Zed? That's Z. You get the idea. You guys know this is just me being funny. I really love you all. I'm just having fun. Yeah, that's true. I thought that I gave it away when is it Clay or Robert asked about the setting and I said an outdoor show. It was Clay and Robert like in rapid succession, and I had to say yes to both of them for all those things. And I thought, oh, that just gave it away. They all know it's true now because that's kind of a reasonable thing, I thought. And I was surprised, Sarah, that you went with false. So they had an above ground pool for $5. Maybe it might have been free because I think there's a sponsor. Come on over, take a poll. Put it in the pond, in the above ground pool, a bunch of trout, hundreds of them. So I'm not proud of this catch. I've caught literally 2 fish in my life. My dad used to take us fishing in the Potomac River. Now, if you know anything about Maryland, D.C., Virginia area, you know that back in the day was probably not going to produce a fish because the Potomac River was famously very polluted all the way up to D.C. Even though most of the industry that polluted it was south of D.C., I don't know. It was just polluted. Through a lot of effort, Maryland, Virginia, D.C. got together. Now the Potomac River apparently is very healthy, and they did a good job, and good for them. So let's just stop for a second and thank the people of Maryland, Virginia, and D.C. Now you can catch all kinds of fish in the Potomac River. I caught one in the Potomac River, about that big. Then I caught this little trout at this show about this big. It was Sunday afternoon. My parents are divorced, as you guys know. My dad took us to this on a Sunday afternoon. We went to it. We looked at the RVs, all the camping shit. We did stuff, rock climbing or whatever the hell we did. This is the 70s. I don't think they had those pretend walls then. And they had the fishing thing. And my brother and I did it. And I caught something. I don't think he did it because we just had the one. And then my dad has to take us back to my mom because of joint custody and all that. And I'm driving back to where we lived in Laurel, Maryland, and I'm in the back seat of the car with a Ziploc bag on my lap with a fish in it who's slowly dying. And I feel terrible. Terrible. I'm like, And the fish is, I feel like Morty from Rick and Morty. The fish is a little bit of blood. My mother's husband at the time, we had a dinner plan, and he said, okay. I didn't like this guy. He was an asshole. But whatever. He did this one thing nice. He cut the head off, and he knew how to fillet a fish. He went down the spine, brought the meat out, cooked it. We had tartar. I don't know if we had tartar sauce or not. I ate it. And I thanked I didn't thank Mother Nature back then. It was the 70s, and I'm a kid, and what the hell do I know? But looking back, I wish I had. I ate of the flesh of this fish, and it did not go to waste. And I caught it, and there you go. Did I ever? I never fished again after that. I think that might have been the last time because I didn't like it. I didn't like looking at the fish dying. If I ever fish again and catch something, I will have it, put it out of its misery. I shouldn't have had it suffocate in the bag. I feel terrible about that. Yeah. Suck it, says Mark. I like that we're all getting aggressive. We should do that, guys. Everybody get really aggressive with me. Why not? We're all friends. We all love each other. Let's just have a good friend. I have a faint memory of fishing from some kind of swimming pool, being horrified when oh, you caught one too. Yeah. They took the hook out of it for me. The Potomac has slack tides and a back feet saltwater. Ooh, look at that. Clay knows. God, Clay, why do you know so much about where I'm from? It's a back feet saltwater estuary. That could be why fish didn't grow in it. I don't know. I didn't want to hurt it. I never fished again. Yeah, I didn't fish either. Could you have caught? Yeah, and to answer your question, yeah. I mean, they were right there, but they still gave us poles. I mean, they were literally right there. And we were up on like a little platform. You drop your hook in, and I was like, oh, okay. And the thing is, my dad got us fishing stuff. I don't know why. My dad's not really like an outdoorsman. He never was, but I think he wanted us to have that experience. And I mentioned that a lot on all these videos. And if I could be, I'm not going to be serious about it because my dad would not like that. To my dad's credit, as a non-outdoorsman, as an intellectual, as what he was, he wanted my brother and I to have all the experiences. So he made sure we had tackle. We had a little tackle box, and I would play with it on the weekends at his house. Even though we weren't fishing, I'd be fascinated by the lures and stuff. Ooh, this one shines. And we'd go to the store and we'd buy new lures and things. Even though we only fished probably 10 times in our lives, like 5 times on the Potomac River, like 4 or 5 times while on camping trips, and a couple times at these RV outdoor things. Clay is smart. Or Clay just, oh, there we go. Science is my thing. Okay, cool. So he knows that, yeah, the Potomac up to a certain level is an estuary, which I think, right, Clay, and I'm going to press Clay right now, which means it's deeper than what it flows into. And what it flows into is the Chesapeake Bay, right? Yeah. Something. I think I'm right about that. Oh, yeah. I'm not anti-fishing or anti-hunting as long as when you consume it. Shoot the thing, the bird, the turkey, the deer, and then your family eats it. That's great. I have no problem with that. Trophy hunting is weird. I don't like that. Just because, look, I shot this elephant. That's fucked up. But if you're shooting a deer, that's fine. You're shooting a pheasant or a turkey, and you make the turkey or the pheasant or the deer. That's great. By the way, I've had all those foods. Deer is good. Venison is good. I haven't had it in 30 years, but it was okay. Less fat on it. Keep that in mind, guys. Whenever you eat a meat of a wild animal, it probably has less fat than you're used to. Because the cows that we consume for our hamburgers and stuff, they got a nice fat. The fat is the flavor. So if you've ever eaten like a wild animal, anybody out there that knows what I'm talking about, is like, yep. If you've ever eaten a deer, a wild deer, isn't really a fatty animal. The flavor's fine. It was like, all right, whatever. Okay, anyway, sorry, guys. Fishing is boring. But remember, Ben Hyman, it is boring, but remember the idea of fishing. I think this is right. And I'm not Mr. Fisher, man. I haven't fished probably since then. Hang on, let me think about that. Yep, I have it. It's nothing to do with catching a fish. It's an excuse to be on a boat, to sit on a beach, just do this. And if you catch a fish, you got a good recipe, you got some lemon juice, some garlic at home, you got dinner. That's kind of cool. Okay, we're getting really sidetracked about fishing, guys. Sarah, how many statements do you have? 1, 2, or 3? What numbers am I choosing from? Either number 1, number 2, or number 3. And drink. Yes, we digress quite a bit. Oh, the Pocket Fisherman. Yeah, I remember that ad. And we're like the exact. I know it's your turn. We're like the same age, but yeah, you opened it up and it was like this long, little tiny fishing pole. Of course, my city is on the ocean. People in Chicago, you're on the lake. Between number 1 and 1, Sarah just has one statement. It could be either true or false. Sarah, I'm going to say one. But Ann, yeah, the pocket, I never owned a pocket fisherman. We had a regular pole, cheap one, not a fancy one. It was like this long, it unfolded. But the thing about the pocket fisherman was, I never understood the market for it. Anybody that wanted to fish regularly would just keep a pole in their car. They get off work early, I'm going to go to the river. Oh, fishing. Oh, I caught something. Hey, we're having fish for dinner. Fine. Nobody needs it to be in their purse. And in the ad, they would always show somebody going, oh, we're at the beach. Okay. Like they're going to catch a goddamn marlin. Okay, guys, Sarah's going to read her statement now. You're learning new things about the pocket fisherman? You didn't know about that, Ben? I don't hate fishing. Maybe I do. Maybe I should get back into fishing. But it's, guys, I live in LA. I live in the eastern edge of LA. To get to the ocean is an hour drive each way. It's not, it shouldn't be, but that's traffic in LA. You're only 32. Oh, you have the pocket. Okay. Sarah, I'm waiting for your statement. So go ahead and put your statement in and we will move on. I'm getting the poll ready to copy and paste your statement into here. Just go, Sarah. The more you, yeah, I will absolutely, Phil. Okay, here we go. Okay. I'm going to cuss on yours because I think Sarah would cuss. Okay, you can all see her statement, guys. Do I have any typos? Okay, her statement is as follows, guys. Nursing is actually my second career. The first time I went to college, I was an English literature major. Okay. Oh, what did I do wrong? Oh, I didn't close the other damn poll. It's twice I've done that. Sorry, guys. I keep forgetting to close polls. Oh, hang on. Such a doofus. Okay, for some reason, it's not letting me close the old poll, so that's all right. Let me try to get it in there one more time. I'll just leave it as true and false. True. Oh, it's because I cussed. Oh, my God. Ask your community. No, it's not letting me, guys. Sorry, guys. I know I have a poll open, but I can't scroll back to it for some reason, so ignore the poll that's still open. We'll go by live chat. That's how I fix that. Okay, whatever. I can't make the poll happen, but don't worry about that. Okay, here we go, guys. The statement is, Sarah, of course, is a nurse. That was on her first major. She's saying that her first major was English Lit. Right? Wait, English Lit? Oh, shit. Now what did I do? Live chat. Uh-oh. For some reason, I just switched my chat, and it screwed up my timeline. How do I get out of this? How do I get out of it, indeed? Let me pop the chat out. Giggity. That sounded dirty, didn't it? Top chat. I want live chat. All messages are visible. Yes, thank you. But now actually recycle the page. Sorry, guys. This is a YouTube issue again. It's my turn. Oh, my God. Lol, I'm hearing new things. Wow, Brian really likes fishing. Nursing, a second. I'm not. Okay, there we go. Okay, I'm caught up. Sorry, guys. Okay, now that we're caught up, I can read things. Let me look at the answers here. Fuck yes, I cuts. Yeah, you do, but I couldn't get the poll up. Sorry. I think I know, but I will help Brian. Wahaha, says Veronica. I can't answer. Ooh, a lot of you know, Sarah. You can go fish at Echo Park Lake, I think. You can, Demita, but there's nothing in Echo Park Lake. I mean, there might be, but I don't want to go there. I don't really care about fishing that much. Okay, enough with fishing. Jesus. I am back. I never went away. I just couldn't get my little poll thing didn't work. You didn't break, Brian. Okay, the statement is, was English literature major. Okay, you're an English lit. Where did you go to college, study English lit, Sarah? Nobody help him. Where'd you go to college to get that English lit? What's your alma mater? University of Milwaukee. This sounds vaguely familiar, which almost sounds like we're cheating here. Western home of the Coney Island whitefish. What? Really? Okay. I'll go down there with a hook. I like whitefish. It's kind of boring, but you can season it, Old Bay seasoning. Then whitefish tastes better because whitefish is kind of a boring fish flavor. Yeah, I know that. I know that, Sarah. Okay, so you went to Milwaukee. You were an English major first. You switched nursing. Do you have? Wait, you never said in the thing. Did you have a degree in? Did you get? No, you didn't get your degree in English lit. You switched while you were going to University of Milwaukee. I got to be nice here. I just thought of a question that might be kind of insulting. You didn't finish. You didn't finish English lit, but then you went into nursing school. No, did you go to nursing school? Did you get your nursing degree from Milwaukee? Did you just stay at the same school and go, fuck English lit, that leads nowhere. Nursing. I have a lot of friends that are nurses, including you, Sarah. That it's a cool gig. He already don't remember that. I do, Ben. I'm not being nice. No fishing. Yeah, I'm not talking about fishing. You didn't finish. I did not. I got up and left. So you left University of Milwaukee. What year? What year did you leave University of Milwaukee? See, Stephanie's asking a question I was trying to get at. I was trying to get at what's the classic freshman English lit book? Is it Walden by Thoreau, or is it Shakespeare of some kind? She left in 2003. That doesn't help me at all. So you've been a nurse now for, I assume you went to 2 years or one and a half, I don't know, nursing school, 2 years, right? I don't know. Shoot. Boy, that'd be helpful, wouldn't it? But still, that's a while ago. So Sarah's been a nurse now for at least 15, 16 years. Maybe she didn't get a job right away. Maybe she got the degree. And she put that picture up of her this week on Facebook of her in a little with her little nurses thing on. 2 years nursing school. So you left. I don't know how this is helping. You left University of Milwaukee in 2003. You went nurse. So you have your nursing degree at 2005. So really the question is, did you really study English lit first? That's the question. Did Sarah go to school at University of Milwaukee and study English lit? And I'm sorry I can't do a poll. Something's going weird, wonky with my chat, so I'm not getting your guys' opinion. In a second, I'll ask them, and you guys can say true or false. The question is, did our good friend Sarah Polish name, before becoming a nurse, actually study English lit? Oh, what did you want to do with your English lit degree if you had stayed, Sarah? What was the goal, the eventual goal? Teaching, writing books, poetry? Oh, there you go. Stephanie's asking a good question for her. I only did 2 years in school. What job do you get exactly? But what my question is different than Sarah's. Stephanie's question, Sarah. My question is, what was your goal? Why, when you went to University of Milwaukee, I'm an English lit. That'll be my major, and then with that, I'm gonna fill in the blank. What was the goal then? She wanted to convert the masses to wells. I don't know what that means. I was planning on being a high school English teacher. Okay. And you'd walk out in front of the class, and everybody in the class would just scream, Sarah! And then you'd scream, Brown! By the way, Lucy's out here. She might get a nice Lucy sighting here in a second. Here, I'll let you have one right now while we're talking to Sarah. Come here, Lucy. There you go, guys. There she is. Old girl. Look at her. Look at her old face. Her old face. She used to have like dark around her eyes, and now she's gray. She's okay. She's doing okay. She's an old girl, though. Lucy, did Sarah really study English lit before studying math? I'm sorry, nurses. Smile if it's true, and walk away if it's false. Ooh. 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 Ooh, where was that camera? Is that roughly where it was? Okay. Lucy thinks it's false. I don't have a poll. Okay, guys, what do you guys think? Did Sarah go to school for English lit first before switching to nursing? By the way, I think you made the right decision, Sarah. My friends that are nurses are like, this is a great gig. It's a job that's always needed. It pays well, benefits, holy shit. English lit majors, what do? Do Ren Fair shows? Oh, you want to be an English teacher? It's okay. It's fine, I guess. But you're helping save lives. I watched Lucy go up the steps now. She's a little slower. What are people saying? I can't put a poll up, Veronica. The poll thing is messed up. Don't ever help me? Okay, I'm going to say it's true. I'm saying it's true. You all know. You love teaching. Stop yelling. I get the idea of loving teaching. But I liked money more. I thought you said like Mooney more. Yeah, money, exactly. You like Moni more. I vote true. Veronica. Sarah, you went to University of Milwaukee and you studied English. It's a big stinking lie. God damn it. I thought I had it. I thought it was the end of the night. And I thought I didn't have to shock my neck. But this is a tie. This makes it exciting, ladies and gentlemen. If you just tuned in, we're playing Shot Collar Lie Detector. I'm competing against Sarah. Janowa, Polish name. I have my shot collar remote set for 2. Oh, I made it 3. Oh, shit. 2. I'm going to hit the shock. It's on my neck. You'll hear it beep probably. Does it beep when it shocks? I think it does. I'm not sure if it does. Here we go. Oh! I haven't felt that in 2 weeks. Okay. It wasn't as deep as I remember. It was like a little stabbiness right on the top. Okay, that's a lie. Sarah went to nursing school. She didn't want to teach no damn stupid high school kids how to read Henry James Thoreau and go, he was a transcendentalist. He thought of trees. Or the lady that writes Emily Bront, what's her name? Bronte. What are you smelling? Be a good girl up there. Guys, I'm very excited. It's 1-1. Sarah just got a point. I said that was a lie. No, wait, what did I say? No, I said it was true, but it is a lie. Sarah went to school to be a nurse, and she is a nurse. And well, we don't know. We don't know. We shouldn't assume. But the thing she just said about studying English lit first and then switching to nursing, that is... Wait, what did I say? It's false. It's a lie. You were a music major. Oh, okay. And Bronte, thank you. Okay, let me delete that. Oh, shit, what am I doing here? Sarah, round 3, here we go. This is for all the marvelous. All the marvelous. You have a choice of 2 left. I just deleted the one you just chose. So the numbers have changed. Because I deleted the number as well. I forgot where it was in the lineup. Does that make sense? I don't have them numbered 1, 2, and 3. Does that make sense? Okay, so now, so choose between 1 and 2. There you go. Because he already chose whatever the other one was. Sarah Polish name says 1. I hope I can do a... Why can't I do a poll? This is annoying me. Oh, maybe I had too many letters in one of them. Oh, that was what it was? Sarah, I copy and pasted your question, and that was more letters than Google YouTube allows. So that was the problem, guys. Okay, so now I'm going to cuss on this one. Because did I spell it right? Okay. I forgot my fucking. Yeah, I had too many questions, too many letters in the questions. That whole thing about me not knowing how to put up the poll or having it not work right, it's because I copy and pasted Sarah's statement. It was too long. Okay, my statement is, guys, I have opened an oyster and found a pearl in it. Well, I wrote with a pearl in it. Hang on. And, well, I'll just leave it as with. That's fine. Ask the community. There's the statement. I'm looking at the chat. You guys tell me what you think. Is that true? Is that false? Let's see some ding-dang questions. Once again, I have opened an oyster with a pearl in it. Where, says Sarah Polish name? SeaWorld Orlando. Where were you when I found said pearl? Same answer. SeaWorld Orlando. I love that you got the poll is up, guys. I'm sorry about the previous question. I forgot that YouTube only lets you have a question that's like X amount of characters long. Sarah's was obviously a little over. I didn't know that the whole time. I'm like, why is it? And hey, YouTube, let me know why I can't post my question. I'm like, why won't it give me the button? I now know the answer because I just posted this one. It's a very short statement. Obviously, Sarah's was too long. I didn't know that at the time. Help a brother out. Where? So where did you do the pearl? I gave it to my mother to answer. Oh, Stephanie's question, what did you do with the pearl? I gave it to my mom. When was this? This would be back in like the mid-70s, late 70s, 77. I don't know the exact year. We first went to Orlando to go to Disney World in 75 or 4. Yeah. SeaWorld had this place, SeaWorld Orlando had this place. It was called the Japanese Pearl Village, and they brought ladies over to do pearl diving. Japanese ladies would go into this tank, go down and get an oyster, and bring it up, which, of course, is the traditional way. They don't do it anymore, but it was a way that these ladies, and it was always women, so yay for ladies. And they'd bring up the oysters, and they'd cut them open, and they'd look for pearls, and they'd eat the meat. They wouldn't waste the meat. They'd make oyster, whatever, sushi. And part of the fun was, I'm giving too much shit out. I'm going to shut up. Let me slow down. When was mid-70s? Yeah, Kelly, it was one of those places, the Pearl Divers. It was SeaWorld Orlando. They had they had a thing called the Japanese Village for some reason to support this whole thing where they brought these ladies over to do the pearl diving because SeaWorld. And that makes sense. What did you, they gave it to my mom. What was the souvenir oyster you bought? Was this Digital Simeon. The way it worked was for a certain amount of money, you bought an oyster. And then the pearl diving lady would open it up to see if there's something in there. And I guess they seeded the water, or I don't know what makes an oyster more prone to happen. If it had a pearl, drinking, you got the pearl. If not, you got like, oh, well, you didn't get it, but, you know, you could go next door and get fried oysters. And There you go. And they shucked it, to use a Maryland term, right in front of you. So yeah, you had to spend money, and it was like a gamble. It was, looking back, it was a gamble. I don't know what they weren't perfect pearls. They were the natural bullshit ones that are shaped like boogers. Were you? I wasn't looking for an oyster at all, Sarah. The Japanese lady did that. Did you pay? Yeah, my dad paid. Yeah, Demita, I just said that, but yes. We learned something new today. Okay. Was it a pool full with oysters with pearls? It was in like a tank. You could see the ladies take a suck off the oxygen, because that's how they did it. They wore these traditional white garbs, as I recall, and it was about, I would say, 15 feet deep. And in there, they had arranged a natural-looking environment with a bunch of oysters that really lived there. I think the oysters were living, and then this was just where they lived. And they would always put new live oysters in and put new material in the water that might cause an adjutant, which makes an oyster make a pearl. And they'd go down and grab the oyster. They'd suck off the oxygen. They'd put it in a little basket. They'd put the air in the little balloon, which raised the basket to the surface, and the person at the surface would harvest the oysters. They would stay down there on their little blowy thing. They'd suck it again and go find an oyster, bring it back. And you watched it, and it was like, oh, and a little story about it. Oh, look at the ladies do the oysters. And they would do it like 6-7 times a day, and then go next door now, and for $10, they will pick an oyster out of what we just harvested is next door. And there's different ladies, I guess, probably took turns. They would shuck the oyster and look for a pearl. And if they found one, you got a pearl. And it was the pearl was probably worth more than $10, but not worth a lot, because they weren't anywhere near perfect. Okay, we learned. Did you actually open it? No, I did. It was opened for me. They're called ama. All right, thank you. Oh, is that really? Okay. Boogers. They see the oysters. I don't know if they seeded them or not. I think what they did, well, maybe, I don't know. If they seeded them, then they'd all have a pearl, because it was clearly presented like it may have a pearl. I could be wrong. I was a kid. I was like 12 years old. What the hell do I know? I did see the dolphin show, Ann. I loved it. Did they see is that what they do? Okay. I'm sure he saw this, not sure he got one. Okay. Did you see Shamu? I did, Ann. I did all the SeaWorld stuff, man. I'm on record as a big fan of the idea of SeaWorld. I do not agree with the idea of anti-zoos, anti-SeaWorld, because I believe that showing, especially children, these live animals in the not the natural environment, but yes, we're putting some animals in confinement, and that is bad, and I get that if it's done poorly, but it isn't always done poorly, and sometimes it helps a younger generation know that these animals exist and how beautiful and wonderful they are. I know what an orca is because of SeaWorld. And I worry that my kid and my kids' kids will have no idea what an orca is. Meanwhile, they'll be hunted to extinction by Japanese people, probably. Sorry if you're Japanese, but they eat whale or something, right? Don't they? Something like that. You ever watch that show where the guy goes down there with that ship and he tries to stop the Japanese whaling fleets down in Antarctica? Yeah. I did see Shamu, Ann. Oh my God, I agree with you, Brian. But they need to keep the roller coasters away. Yeah, I don't know. SeaWorld has lost its way. I agree. SeaWorld has lost its way in the past decade. They went, we can't compete. We can't have our orca anymore or whatever, or the PETA people are going to complain. So what the hell are we? I guess we have roller coasters now. I guess we have log flumes now. When I went, and I looked forward to going. I enjoyed going to Disney, but I enjoyed the day we went to SeaWorld. Got to see the sea lion show. I know what a sea lion is. I know about a pinniped. You guys know what a pinniped is? I know what a pinniped is because I went to SeaWorld. So, Sarah, let me know when you're ready with an answer. Is today's show aquatic theme for Brian? Yeah, it is. Good job, Sarah. There's no points for that, but all three of my statements involved water and animals. They did. I had a theme. Good job, Sarah. I didn't open Kelly Rose. No, I didn't open the oyster. The Japanese lady did. Marine World, Six Flags. They can't keep their whales alive since they moved the roller coasters in. Oh shit! God damn it. That sucks. Do they still have Shamu? I know it's not the same animal, of course, but I don't know. I mean, on the one hand, you want to be nice to the animal, but on the other hand, you go, boy, they're doing a good service by exposing the animal and nature to the children. I don't know. It's like, just be careful, and we used to have oh, you already read that. But isn't a lot of what they do is rehabilitate? Yeah. Well, I lived in Florida for a while, as you guys know, and on the news every now and then there'd be a story about the people at SeaWorld putting turtles back in the wild over on the East Coast, the Atlantic coast, and rescuing dolphins and doing good work. But you know how it is now, guys. I'm sorry. I'm trying to be a positive influence in social media, but these days it's like, one bad thing and everybody goes, oh, stop that. That's illegal now. It's like, God damn it. Will you calm down? You've heard my rant about the whole dogs in the car thing. No dogs in the car ever. Great. Now my beautiful dog Lucy doesn't go on truck trips with me to go run errands because of, God forgive it, I should leave her in the car on a day when it's 60 degrees out. Stop bitching and moaning. Let the world happen. They don't do the show. I don't mind the show, man. The show is a way of saying, look at this beautiful animal. All right, guys, dial it back. I didn't mean this to be a thing. We talked about fishing. We're talking about whatever you think. I don't care. Let's not make this about that. Sorry. You didn't bring everybody down, Veronica. It's totally fine. Did you get a wax dolphin for the machine? No, but you know what I did, Ann? I got one of those plastic animals at the LA Zoo. The LA Zoo has that machine. And I think I looked into that machine once. Ann, you know that machine. How many people know that machine? The machine that sends I might have had a SeaWorld one. I don't recall it, though. But I know I got several at the LA Zoo because I used to be we were members of the LA Zoo for a while. When my kid was little, we'd go to the LA Zoo a lot. We live pretty close to the zoo. And those machines are rare, apparently. And did you know that? And the people that maintain them don't maintain them anymore. So if you ever seen one of those machines that pumps the melty plastic in and makes like a little animal at the zoo, they're lions and tigers and bears. Oh my! At SeaWorld, they were dolphins and orcas. Sarah, did you answer? Wait. Okay, I think I'm ready. I think I'm lying. Okay, let's look at the statement. I have opened. Well, yeah, I just realized why you guys are all asking that. Shit, but still, I have opened an oyster with a pearl. I didn't really open the oyster. Okay, sorry. It's like wondering. Like, why are they suddenly saying that? We probably both the others at the same time. I had a membership too and took the kids until we moved away. Oh yeah, I was probably there with you. Totally fucking false. 63%. We had a little miscommunication there at the end. I didn't mean that statement to be that I opened an oyster with a pearl in it. I meant the Japanese lady did. But still, I'm going to take it at the face value of what I intended. You're saying false. I'm going to the other camera so I can show you the remote that it's on too. And the answer is whether it's the Japanese lady opening it or me opening it. And this is why we can do this. Calm down, everybody. The answer is, yeah, it's false. My dad did pay the extra $10 to get the lady to open an oyster for us. Alas, we had no pearl inside our oyster. So Sarah said false. She called me out. She is correct. She earns a shock. We're still on level 2. Here we go. I'm going to move it over here because we had it on the other side before. I got off just a little bit. Sarah, you won tonight's shot collar lie detector. Please reach out to Maria over at La Pharmacie de Invention. I don't know if that's in the liner notes. It should be there. If it isn't, I think by now you know how to get there. Just tell lovely and talented Maria I won this week's lie detector shot collar lie detector. I get something for free. Order whatever you want, whether it's lipstick, taint polish, armpit, stinky smell, beard oil for your beard, Sarah, or your other beard. I'm embarrassed by that. I'm both embarrassed by that joke, and I can't switch camera angles. I'm both embarrassed by that joke, and I apologize for it, while at the same time, I love that joke, and I thank you all for laughing at it. There we go. I just covered all the bases. These days, you can't be too careful as a comedian. I might be doing a show, and at any point now, somebody runs up on stage, tackles me to the ground, and starts to punch me. And that's my job now. Because of Will Smith. I never thought my job would get genuinely more scary because of the Fresh Prince of Bel-Air. God damn it, Will. Hey, guys, this is Bad Advice with Brian. We're going to wrap it up with a rapid round of the pre-request questions we have. Oh, no, I didn't get to any of them because you guys asked some great questions. And then we're going to close with What's It With Brian. If you just joined us over there on Patreon, please contextually click the screen. In other words, click the YouTube graphic that's probably right about there on the screen, I think. Right? It's on top of my graphic. So, honestly, this should probably be moved over here. In the future, I might move it over there. And join us over here on the YouTube because that's where the chat is and that's where the show is. We're going to do What's It With Brian. I have a great image for you guys. Sarah has already won. Let's give her a nice round of applause. I got my ass kicked. She won 2-1. Well, I guess that's how you always win. No, she could have won 2-0. So I got one in. And I'm sorry that last one wasn't really phrased right because I started answering questions that another person was opening the oyster. But either way, it's still a lie. And she called me out, so it doesn't matter. The same Sarah Polish name says it's Nurses Week from May 6th to the 12th, as our employers will give us pizza party and some dumb little swag we don't need. How should the nurses celebrate themselves? By just, going to the IV line, getting the hallucinogen, and letting the ward just go off. Bobby Moncrief says, with the trial of the year, okay, Depp versus Heard, right, going on in my backyard almost. Should I try to get in on the action? How do I keep from laughing in the courtroom? I don't know. I'll bet you getting into that courtroom is impossible. I watched a video earlier today about it. I'm not following it at all. I know what's going on, but I'm not following it. It sounds to me like Johnny Depp is just trying to preserve his reputation so he might work again at some point in his life. It sucks that this shit has to go to the court. I just show up and say, you know what, Bobby? Show up as one of the pirates. Show up literally head to toe in a perfect Pirates of the Caribbean costume. Because I'm sure nobody outside that courthouse is dressed like that. You know goddamn well they are. And whenever Johnny talks, go, "Aye, Captain, ye be right. That scar on ye face is when she threw the bottle at your head." Yeah, I don't know what's going on there. A lot of people are taking Depp's side. I'm not taking either side because I believe that we need to hear both sides, and it sounds like there could be truth on both sides. It just sounds like an ugliness, and I'm sorry it's happening. And as somebody who's got some shenanigans in his past he's not proud of, there's, I got to raise my hand and go, you know what? It's a personal thing. It sucks that it's in the public domain. It's one of the shitty things about being a famous person. Oh, God. Hats off to both of them. Both of them, man. Shit, that sucks. So show up as a pirate, Bobby. Jenna Pasadora says, I followed your advice last week and gave my mom a box of raisins for Mother's Day, and I don't think she appreciated it. What should I do? This week's give her a box of oatmeal. There's your advice, Jenna Pasadora. And I have answered every goddamn question that was asked of me tonight. and I stand proudly. Why do I have a tab open that says pimento? I don't know. And I got through. That was a speed run. Yeah, hallucinogens. Do it, man. Do it. Drop the acid in. I know acid, it's in there, but still makes the joke work. Guys, we got to wrap the show up as we always do by playing a fast speed round of What's It with Brian. I am looking at an image. I'm looking at it right now, and I really wish I weren't. You can ask me any question in the chat, a yes-no question. I will answer yes, no. This game almost always has a winner, so we've already given Sarah a prize, and Sarah, do not give up. If you win tonight on this game too, you get two awards. That's the way I think we're going to do this from now on. So Sarah, don't just drop out. Keep competing. Annihilate these other competitors. You other people watching the show, try to knock off the boss, Sarah, Polish name. Try to figure out what the hell the image is I'm looking at by asking yes-no questions. Please make sure the yes-no questions. Please check the chat to make sure before you hit enter if somebody else has already asked that and answered it. I know there's a delay in how the chat works. There's always like a 30-second delay, you know, so maybe slow play a little bit, whatever. If you have a guess, it's like 20 questions, but I don't limit it that. Ask as many questions as you want. We're at 7:22. The show's going on and on and on. Is it a cow? Is it an owl? Is it blue? Good job. Wait, who said is it blue? Stephanie did. Morphine drip. I love that drink. Oh, isn't it good? It's so good. Stephanie Burnett wins tonight's competition to ask one of the obvious questions. It is not blue. Let's go, says Sarah. Is it a blue cow? No. And Robert just deleted a comment. Robert won last week, which means, Robert, the rule is, Marie and I made, you can only win once a month when we play this game, right? So you can still ask questions, Robert, okay? You just can't win. But Robert, you can still talk and ask any question you want, but the trophy will not go to you. Does that make sense? I think that's fair. Okay. Robert, I don't know if you made your order. I didn't ask Maria if she made your shit. Okay, good night, everyone. Next time. Good night, Kelly Rose. All right, clowns. Let's go. Okay, getting my pen and paper out. You should. Is it alive? Yes. Stephanie Burnett, his first question I answered is it alive? My answer is yes. Is it bigger than a bread box? Yes, it is. Yes, it's bigger than a bread box. I'm reaching for a beer. I got myself. Is it mashed potato SpongeBob? Robert, just because you can't win doesn't mean you get to come along and throw sabots into the gears. Good night, Kelly. Is it a vegetable? No. Is it an animal? Yes. 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 Jesus, will you guys talk to each other? Does it live in the ocean? Ben? No. I'm going to start figuring out how to play this game. Is it bipedal? Oh, shit. Now I feel bad for the image I chose because this is getting weird already. It is a mammal. Is it terrestrial? Yes. And is it bipedal? Yes. And I'm trying to use my facial expressions and my tone to imply that there's some shit going down. Okay. Does it live in a pineapple under the sea? God damn it, Robert. Is it a quadruped? No. I can say no to that one. Definitely not a quadruped. Robert will be making SpongeBob lyrics all night. Is it human? Yes. That's my new way of doing that. Yeah. And by the way, if we ever play it the other way where you're looking at the image and you want to respond that way to me, I guess it would be asterisk, yes, asterisk, to imply yes. Is it a statue? No. Does it have paws? No. Is it red? No. Is the weird part that it's a mix of two different creatures? Yes. Is it part of the ape family? Well, ape family. You were very specific there, Benjamin, so I'm going to say no. Is it both aquatic animal and a human? Yes. Is it a human and half animal? Yes. Oh, man. You guys are moving fast on this one. Shit. This is going to be a sprint. I don't mind that. I don't mind that what's it ends up being really fast. And one of you suddenly goes, I got it. Is it a mermaid? No. Is it merfolk? No. Is it part fish, part human? No. Remember, we're smart here in the show. Does it speak? No way of knowing by the image. Is it a mermaid but has legs and a fish head? No. Is it a shark boy? No. Does it have fins? I'm going to look at it, actually. God damn it. No way of knowing by the image. No way of knowing by the image. Did it belong to P.T. Barnum? No. Good question, though. Is it a centaur? No. We mentioned aquatic, right? Okay. Is the aquatic part mammalian? The aquatic, yes. Give me a second to catch up, Clay, Mr. Science. Mr. Knows how the goddamn Potomac River flows. By the way, we're back to the Freeman Hazy Pale Ale, which I'm not crazy about, but it's not bad. I don't like pale ales. I mean, hazies. I like pale ales. I don't like hazies so much. Is the aquatic part dolphin? Benjamin, yes. Is it a siren? Is it a dolphin? It's not a siren. Veronica, to answer your question as stated, no. Is it a silky? No. Is it an illustration? No. See, don't be like me now, Demita. Demita, you're starting to slip into Brian think, where I obsess about the image. It's an image, whether it's drawn or a photograph, is irrelevant to what you guys are talking to me about. And I used to get bothered by that. Yes, Lucy's walking around. So don't do that, Demita. And I'm trying to help you, because when I used to do this game the other way, I'd fucking spend 10 minutes going, now, if it's a drawing, was it drawn by a human who was aware of what they were drawing? It's like, yeah. It's an image, and I'm looking at the image, and the how the image is created is irrelevant. We don't give a shit about that. Benjamin Hyman, is it part dolphin, part human? Yes. Digital Simian, is it a fantasy creature? Yes. Demita Fuller, is a dolphin the top half? Yes. Is the head part human? Yes. I don't know how to do this. I don't know what's going on right now. Is it Aquaman? No. Is it a were-dolphin? No. Is it a muscular dolphin? Guys, I'm going to stop it right there. Were-dolphin. What's wrong with you weirdos? Were-dolphin. Because, hang on. No. To Sarah, no. Veronica's laughing. Okay, everybody stop. We're going to give it to Ben Hyman. Ben Hyman, you won, because we were getting to the minutia of it, and picking the image for this game is always tricky, as maybe you don't know because you've never had to do it. I do it, and then Maria did it before. You got to pick an image that has a super specificity to what it is, so that somebody can say it's a tractor made of Spam on a broccoli. Okay, then you give it to the person. You're going to see it in a second. So I'm going to give it to Ben Hyman. Says it's a part dolphin, part human, because I think we were about to get into the weeds, right? I think we can all agree we were on which oar's the fin. Is the blowhole near the ear? It's like, fuck it. It's a part human, part dolphin. It's this image right here. Holy shit. Sleep well tonight with that in your face. I was looking for a really disturbing aquatic image. Before the show, I'm like, what do I want tonight? I just went, I want something watery. I want a fish or a dolphin or a whale. And I chose dolphin. I think I typed into Google. What did I type in? I can't remember what I typed in. I think I typed in weird dolphin. And that's what, well, many things showed up. By the way, be careful when you want a weird image, because half of them, if you get really weird, will definitely lead to Pornhub. I found that out. Because one of the things I actually typed in, and this is not a joke, I'm not making it's a joke, but I'm not making it up. I typed in stripper teddy bear. Stripper, like, you know, like a stripper. And I thought, what would I get? I'd probably get a teddy bear, like with tassels, and that'll be a fun image. And I got that, but there's a pair. Oh yeah, ladies or men, everyone, go nuts on Google right now. Type in stripper teddy bear. You're gonna get some porn. I shit you not. So who am I congratulating? Robert Hyman. You have Robert Hyman. Sorry. Ben Hyman, it's good to see you again, buddy. Congratulations on winning 2 winners tonight. We had like no winners last week. No, we had one. Robert won last week. 2 winners tonight. Congratulations to Sarah Polish Name. Congratulations to Ben Hyman. Let me get rid of that freaky dolphin dude face, because that's unpleasant to look at. I want to thank you for coming to the show. I hope you had a wonderful time. Thank you to all the new Patreons. A lot of people are joining up, and this is your place. We're gonna have a lot of fun. I do all kinds of fun shenanigans. This is in many ways the dare we say centerpiece, the tent pole, to keep it about a stripper bear. I can't show you the images, guys. Google. YouTube will shut me down if I show you the images if you search stripper teddy bear. Let's just say that. Let's not say anything. Thanks for coming. Thanks for your continued Patreonage. Remember, for as little as whatever you guys pledge. I don't do the layers, so I know a lot of you are like giving more than other people, but I believe in like personal inspiration. So if you give $5, you come to this show. If you give 20 a month, you still come to this show. That's just my thing. It's what I'm trying to do. I want people that are pledging $20 a month to continue pledging 20, but I also, want you guys to know I'm being very honest about it. I don't want you guys to think that, I may do the thing where certain things are for higher people, but I'm not expecting to. I think I like the idea of people supporting an artist for whatever they choose the artist is worth, and they get by that contribution all of the artist. The next big thing, of course, I'm going to do is on Facebook. Beer and Songs with Brian. Tomorrow night, I'll plug my friend Kristen Lynn. I'm not sure if she's doing her live stream here on Patreon or over on Facebook. But either way, please go check that out. I am going to look down at the chat right now, guys, and I'm switching the show a little bit. We're going to do I'm going to do a closing song tonight to close the show, and I before the show, and I thought, I think that's where this belongs. We've been doing the Stream of Consciousness song for a while. We're going to do that over here now, but rather than do it to a pop song, I'll just pick a key and I'll strum in that key. So it's time to say goodnight to the show. There's a bee flying around me. Hello, Mr. Bee. Please be healthy. Make honey. Whatever I see in the chat is what I will sing to say goodnight tonight, starting in the key of C. Tomorrow, Tuesday night wrangling. That's a rabbit hole, VBT. She has a guest appearance by her old bass player Clayton, who is not hard to look at, just saying. He's the director of the Renaissance Pleasure Fair. Bye, everyone. I'm falling down the rabbit hole, teddy bear stripper hole. Yay, furries and teddies and strippers. Oh, my mimes are clowns. I'm going to drink all the Merlot, and Marnie sent me and soak raisins in it. By VBT, you on the other side. Brian is strangely obsessed with aquatic life, and slippers are shoes. Slippers on shoes if VBT crochets them. Clay them's is fighting words. Flipper had a baby. Marnie's nuts are tasty. I go until there's a rhyme. Not a perfect rhyme, but a goddamn good enough for me. Flipper had a baby. Marnie's nuts are pretty damn tasty. I'm going to go inside and see what my lovely wife has made for dinner. Guys, thank you so much for coming to join me. Thanks for continuing Patreons. For the new people, this is where we hang out every week. There's all kinds of content over here. You're supporting the idea of fun and laughter and joy, and using this rectangle on the internet for fun, laughter, and joy, not for hate, not for negativity, not for accusatory commentary, and for goodness. Remember, guys, Tuesday is therapy day. Tomorrow is Tuesday. Please take care of yourselves. I'm in therapy. Therapy's cool. It helps me become a better person. I'm a better person than I used to be. I used to be a shitty person. Well, maybe not a shitty person, but one that's shitty by comparison to who I am now. Who am I now? I'm a better person. Could you be a better person? I don't know. Check it out. But don't feel bad about it. Do it if you need it, man. Do it if you need it. If you don't need it, you're cool. Don't worry about it. But please be good to each other, love each other, go off and hump and do drugs and drink beers and look at weird teddy bear porn like Veronica is. It's a gift to you guys. Go type in teddy bear stripper, enjoy the rest of your Monday evening. I will see you guys all tomorrow for Coffee with Brian. I'll see you Wednesday night for Beer and Songs. Don't forget, I will put up the post after the Coffee with Brian tomorrow for the pre-request line. If you guys have suggested a song numerous times on the pre-request, and I have not done it for 10 weeks, there's probably a reason why I'm not doing it. It's too hard. It's one that I can't quite get a handle on how to really play it. I don't mean to be terrible about it, but maybe give that song a rest. I requested blah, blah, blah song for 3 months now, and he hasn't played it. There's probably a reason why. I don't want to embarrass you guys on the show when I do it on Wednesday night. I don't say, this guy keeps requesting this song, and I'm never going to say that, of course, because I don't feel it. But don't keep requesting the same song if I haven't done it for 3 months now. That means I can't figure out how to play it. It's too complex. It doesn't really fit with a guy in the backyard with a guitar and way too many beers. Okay, enough of that. I'll see you all tomorrow for coffee. I'm not sure if it's going to be a live one or not. Sometimes it is, sometimes it isn't. If you are a Patreon, know that I put up a little warning on Patreon, hey, I'm going to go live in about 30 minutes. That means I'm going to do my coffee videos live. They're not like this. I don't do a lot of super interaction with the chat. It's just a way to get the video up a little quicker. I've discovered that YouTube will have the video be up like almost in real time if I do them live. Not quite, but almost. All right, I'm yammering. I've given myself the note. I've lived by the first note at the first part of the show. I'm going to live by the second note right now, which is figure out how to close your shows more efficiently. Thank you all so much. I enjoyed being with you this evening. I hope you had a wonderful time. Thank you so much. And here's to you, and here is to teddy bear strippers. Enjoy.